Now, let's move on. The next one, the M, stands for monetary awareness. Now, what does that mean? That simply means understanding your money situation. Look, so many of us don't know the basics of our numbers. We don't know how much we even make. We don't know how much we bring home. We don't know what we're paying for healthcare. We don't know how much we're putting away in our 401k. We don't understand how our 401 is growing. We don't know the fees that we're paying inside that 401k or any other investments that we may be making. We may be crippling ourselves with these little 1% fees or more that we're being charged in our investments, and making it impossible for us to reach the financial investment goals that we had. Worse than that, so many of us don't know these two basic numbers, and those numbers are your net worth and your cash flow. Why? Because we're scared to know. We think that, and I was like this, if I just ignore it, if I don't know it, I won't have to deal with it. It won't be real and it won't be an actual problem. So now I can actually just go on about my life, live happy, do the YOLO thing, and this will work itself out. Fact, it will not work itself out. You need to know your numbers, because the first step in dealing with any problem is knowing what the problem is. So, number one, understand your net worth. What is that? That's adding up everything you own, every asset you have, your investments, your bank accounts, etc. And then adding up all of your obligations, your debts. So you're adding up the credit cards, the mortgage, the car loans, the personal loans, all of that stuff. All of these obligations are your debts. So you take your assets and you subtract from that your debts, and you will either get a positive or a negative number. And if it's positive, well and good. There may still be some work to do, but if it's negative, that's a big red flag, because it's telling you got to go to work with getting rid of this debt, because it's crippling you like a ball and chain, and it's affecting your ability to marshal your troops. What are your troops? Those are your dollars. And if your dollars are being shot down before they even get out into the field of battle, you can't win the war. So you gotta understand what your net worth is. Then you need to understand your cash flow. How much money's coming in every month and how much money's going out. Well, you add up your income sources, your paycheck, the proceeds from your business. And then you take your expenses. What are all your living expenses from month to month? And you take what you earn in a month, you take what you spend in a month, and that will tell you whether you have a positive or a negative cash flow. So many of us are living, 3/4 of us Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. We're barely scrimping by. One missed paycheck and we're in trouble. Ask a TSA worker right now what that life is like. If you have a negative cash flow, you're losing ground and your troops are dying. So by the time you get to where you want to be a year from now, you're in worse shape than you are today. If you are not growing your troops, you are losing the war. So you need to get a handle on your monetary numbers and gain monetary awareness. And that's why this step is so important. Now,